Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. And it's not the middle of the night for once, because I've got the house to myself for a little bit over an hour.
Mind my step.
Which does mean I'm playing with a bit of a time limit today. Now, here's this. Look, apparently we can quietly pocket that. The old computer game kleptomania. Look, just because we can does not mean we absolutely should. Up here, we rescued this fellow and this woman from certain... Oh, right, yes. I was going to debate whether I should cast Speak with Death on her before... No, I think I should be a little more respectful.
Miri! No! God, no, no, no! You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
I can pray for her if you like.
She follows. Followed. Gone.
Why would I go with option 3 if I'm a religious character? Would this be all other gods are false gods? Or is this like the nasty bastard? No. I pray to thee, Gond, guide Miri to peace in death.
Thank you. She would have liked that. The gods won't listen to me. It's my fault she's dead. If I just kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry, she'd still be here.
He's very Welsh. What's that, North Wales? Not quite sure. What was that about a dowry?
It's for her sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left. She said I'd never see her again. She was right.
I think I found the dowry.
You did? Please. She'd want her sister to have it.
Here. Take it.
I know this doesn't change anything, but it helps. Thank you. I need some time alone with her. To say goodbye.
Of course. Of course. I'm not going to cast Speak with Dead on her, not now. In his time alone it would be very disrespectful. I believe only we hear the answers from the corpse, but if he were to witness it actually levitating and speaking, this would tear him apart. You know, we would have, to of all intents and purposes, brought her back to life, only then to return her to death once more. How could we bring part of life back to her, but not the rest? Now, I did that with the current party members I had with me when I was here previously. But now, I'm going to go back to camp and switch things up a bit. Because I think I'm going to do something... well... yes, I'm going to go back to camp. And while I'm in camp, there's something I'd like to do. And I may regret it. Before I do. Okay, bit better.
Alright. What now?
Hey.
Right, just stay here for a while, girl.
Sounds boring.
Look, I know.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Now, We would also like to leave Will behind for a while.
Well, then,
Stay here for a bit.
are you sure? The blade stands at the ready.
I'm sure.
And just when things were warming up.
Now, Lizelle, dear friend, it's time to be violent. Well,
Speak.
violence is imminent and we would appreciate your assistance with it.
It is done.
Here we go. We also have another friend we'd like to bring along as well. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
What's on your mind?
Come on in, man.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Now. Full spell slots. But... No! No. That could be disastrous. Good. Now we did recently come across some more scrolls we'd like to give him, didn't we? Probably. Okay, lightning bolt. That's a big one. Think he knows this one already. We know he knows this.
One with the weave.
And... Yep. Were there any more? I mean, we could send him speak with dead, but I think
No rest for the wicked, I see.
we already have that.
I've got a long road ahead.
All out. I think it's time for a long rest.
Time to press ahead. Here we go.
You carry a Githyanki relic.
Uh-oh.
I will have an explanation. Or your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
This is probably long overdue. And clicking either of these two options is probably really bad. They've always had a dislike for each other. And she has the dark mark on her hand. Relic. This is about that artifact, isn't it? Why are you two arguing? I think that's pretty obvious. This shows understanding, this is inquisitive, this is commanding. It is about that spiky box, isn't it?
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
So, the conversation hasn't progressed. Is she T-posing? That leg's quivering and these arms are very stiff. Both of these now seem nonsensical. What's going on? Why are you two arguing?
Les Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
Okay. There's no sense in us fighting each other. The artifact is protecting us. We need it with us. We don't need the Githyanki as enemies. Any ideas on how we settle this? Does Lae'zel want to take the artifact for herself, or does she want to take it away from camp to her people as soon as she finds them?
The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it.
I shouldn't have done that.
You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
You know, I think I'm asking now. You'd better stop. You don't have to do this. Better speak with a little extra authority. Oh yeah.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Now listen, we need her just as much as we need you. Give her a chance.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
Now, there was something I wanted to do before resting. But I imagine I'm going to do it now instead. Oh dear. What an evening. Right. Okay, you.
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if you were wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
There's no need to be so smug about it. I'll be keeping an eye on both of you. This is more friendly, but she does appreciate things a bit more like this, so yeah. I'll be keeping an eye on both of you. I don't want a fight happening again.
Relax. We'll kiss and make up on our own time.
You'd
Someone
better.
prodding at a newly opened wound doesn't help matters.
I wasn't prodding. Now, funnily enough, my mouse is over this conversation option here, which I've avoided. I can't help but feel that you and I might have missed a chance to connect. Truly connect. Now, this conversation option is not available with anyone else. This could mean two possible things. It could mean that this is a way to initiate something. Or it could mean that it's like a debug option which appears with other characters after such an opportunity has been missed, to re-enable it, as it were. If it has been missed, there may be a narrower window of opportunity for some things than I'd imagined, and that's okay, but that is something I will possibly look into in the future. Although, since I do have the house to myself for a bit, I should probably go and see how Lae'zel is feeling right now.
Speak.
About your argument with Shadowheart.
It is over where I am concerned.
Truly? Can I trust you not to cause more trouble? No, I can't. She'll cause trouble if she feels there's a need. By which I mean, this issue, over. Future issues coming up, blatantly gonna happen at some point, so that's a relief. We won't survive this if we don't stand together.
It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Actually, wait. This, she could be suspicious, could be something else. I've got to be aware of these kind of things. Apparently Larian came out yesterday or a couple of days ago and said, yeah, we didn't mean the companions to be such a randy bunch of buggers. It's a bug and we're working on fixing it. I'm not sure if they're supposed to fix it with this recent patch or in an upcoming one, but apparently when Gale was making amorous advances, and it felt incredibly early on, and yes, he did later on admit that he's kind of a strike while the iron's hot kind of guy, it still felt far too early, like we'd only known him a day or two. And apparently it wasn't supposed to rush so much, and things were supposed to evolve at a more natural pace with all the companions. This wasn't available until this incident just occurred. I will ask, is it me, or have you been looking at me differently? It's not often we get new conversation options of Lae'zel.
I have a confession. I was too hasty to judge you. I thought you witless, gutless, unimpressively bland.
Option 2. Why is she snarling? Wait, does her facial expression change with the conversation options? No, it does not. No, this isn't like Oblivion. Can I ask you? No, I shouldn't. Don't bait her. She'll get grumpy if I do that. And what about now? No need to hurt her feelings. Well, no. This is a good option, provided I'm allowed to point out that that is past opinions and not ones that I currently hold. She'd probably appreciate being called cruel, mind. Possibly even stubborn. Maybe judgmental. You know what? And I thought you were cruel, stubborn and judgmental.
Yes, all that is true. I am cold as the sea of night. But you have stoked fires I didn't know I possessed. I swear, you would tear the horns off one dragon for plunging into another. You've gained my respect, and more still, my yearning. When I come near, your odor alone is enough to make my neck sweat and my hairs stand on end.
Right. If you respect me so much, then why are you such a prickly grumpy pants?
If you must know, Vlaakith requires everything of her children. I can't count how many bruises I've inflicted. Can't measure how much blood I've drawn in the undying Queen's name. I know only blood red and death black. My mind is silver, and my body steel. I am what I must be, say what I must be, to survive every beast I face and every wound I bear. Enough talk. I will be plain. I want to taste you. Perhaps tonight, perhaps later. But I want it all the same. Do you?
Can I think about this? I genuinely don't know. There's a yes. There's a enthusiastic yes. I don't know. Sure thing just seems a bit sort of... It seems somewhere between enthusiastic and whimsical. Whereas this just seems more honest. I don't know, if we became more emotionally entangled, she could begin to make demands on me. And that's something I need to be aware of with any of these people. Look, I'm flattered, but I think for now the answer's just no.
Your loss, I fear. One day
quite
soon,
possibly.
You will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. And you will wish you could return to this lost moment.
She is judgmental. And harsh. And doesn't like us that much. There is someone who seems to like us more than they probably should. Loving protection. What's this?
Action.
Oh, Shadowheart, what have you done?
You have my attention.
Poison trails. She used a tadpole to gain up power. Or is this a more conditional thing? This doesn't seem to be something here. Passive feature. Look, it's probably just because I've taken good care of her, even though she really didn't deserve it. Smooth start. I've started combat. That says a lot of passive features, right? So that's from equipment. That is from a helmet? Yes. So, shield? Yes. Okay, thank goodness. That all makes sense now. From that, I think I can assume that dialogue line is an introduction. I don't know that I want to be involved with her. There are other people in this story. I don't know if I've completely blown it with Gale or not. Because he was nice and friendly. If rather jumping to action. Right, hey, speaking of which.
Direct me.
Today's spell selection. Humanoid. Not of a humanoid. Okay, good. Right, so we got Crown of Madness, Acid Arrow. It would probably be wise to take out... Oh, I don't know. Keep Thunderwave. probably wise to ditch a second level spell and grab a first level spell. Or at least change up his spell selection for a while. But for now, I think we'll stick with that. Does she... No, she has no spell preparation, okay.
Let's move.
Alright, let's get out of here before it gets any more complicated than it already is. Now... I don't want Lae'zel or Shadowheart to go thinking that I sided with Shadowheart a bit too much there. In all honesty, Lae'zel looked, you know, very attractive in the original cinematic trailer. However, in-game, her face changes significantly, right? Her features are more harsh and severe. It's mostly, I'm going to temporarily hide her helmet. It's partially the angle of the jaw, the reduction in the cheekbones. It leads to the feeling of her having a rather flat face, like a horse or an ironing board. Now, her nose originally had that very flat profile anyway, because she's a Githyanki. Also, in early access, the hair on this temple did not attach to her head and was growing out of the air in front of her ear. And her hair was very black. This sort of reddish-brownish tinge to it is interesting. Now, so we got the jutting chin, the extreme acute angled jaw going back towards the ears. If there was a little more corner of the jaw below the ears. And she does have rather harsh outlook on life. She has done nasty things and is willing to do nasty things.
No time to rest?
And we don't necessarily want to subject ourselves to that too much. That being said, this woman can be pretty nasty as well, and is definitely dishonourable and dishonest. And we need to get some kind of truth out of her at some point.
If not over, then through.
She's still keeping secrets from us. Oh, there's a waypoint. Lovely. Let's keep exploring.
So, have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
Oh.
No. Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor. But if you need help digging, I will find a shovel. A dragon rider. My kin are near.
It's huge.
It would be too much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
Far too much.
I suggest we admire it from afar.
You know, I think Gale may be on something there. We've got a signpost and a ladder. There's another ladder on the other side there. This is an encounter that I would like Lae'zel to be present for. If her people are near here, this is, I think, around where Zoru said he saw one as well. Who is this? Elika?
I have something to
No,
ask.
wait. Just approach cautiously. She is alone and seems to be crouching low.
What are you doing? Hold up before they see you, Gresham!
I might have been concerned had I the slightest idea who they are. Whatever you just called me, I don't like the sound of it. What's your tongue? What's the matter?
What? Apart from the dragon? Look. That lot are swarming all over the bridge. I don't know what they want, but it can't be good. I'm going to find another way around. You ought to do the same. I doubt a fight against them would go your way.
Who are you?
Nobody. Just another harassing fool trying to stay alive. There's plenty of us around.
Seems like you got good survival instincts. Maybe you should join me instead.
What? Just follow you around? I go my own way. Alone.
Fair enough.
Rag. That's it. I'm getting out of here.
So Marag Mashem has something to do with Marag.
I'll feed your innards to the ants before I do that, Istik.
This is your last chance!
No, look up. That was your last chance, Istik. Now burn!
Oh, this can't be good. Oh, what? We just saved her at the inn as well. The dragon is proud,
time, Beretta.
dominant.
You're not here to play with the locals.
Of course, Kithrak. We merely sought to...
No excuses. Question, kill, then move on. Find the weapon. Our queen watches us. Fail her at your peril.
A red dragon. I envy its knight. Would that I rode such a steed. A crash must be near. Come, my kin await.
Is one of them an albino? Her skin is not the usual olive green colour. The dragon incinerated those soldiers. Surely this isn't safe. And she's going to be like, they were not Githyanki, you are with me.
The dragons serve Githyanki. I'll see it does you no harm. Follow me. We are close to the cure we seek.
Why am I in Oh god! She's left the party!
We must speak.
No wonder I'm encumbered. What the hell has she done? Given me?
Hear me, knight. I must.
Do you not honor the command of a king?
Ryder, my time is short. Lead me to...
Shh, shh, shh. Such a familiar tone. Were I not merciful, I would slice the skin clean from your meat.
Yet you are not bleeding. For I am nothing if not merciful. Your name, child.
She wouldn't appreciate this second option, but she's more likely to do harm than good. No, go ahead.
Lae'zel.
Lae'zel. Proud. Regal, even.
Uh-oh.
You will call me Gestil Kithrak.
Voss, Knight Supreme. The Queen's silver, the Queen's sword.
I am who you say.
A Geich vessel has fallen from the sky, Lae'zel. Thieves aboard have taken a weapon most precious. It is polyhedric in shape and inscribed with the sacred runes of our people.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have let her speak.
Shadowheart's anxiety. The weapon that Voss seeks is the same one the Absolute's followers are hunting. It's the artifact that she carries. Her mind focuses. The Gith's suspicions cannot be aroused. They cannot discover that the weapon they seek is right within their grasp.
Take word to your creche. You are to join our search. Speak up, child. Affirm your mandate.
I think I'd better. Truth. Play along. I'm not going to wave the thing in front of his face. Huh. I'm going to try and persuade Lae'zel to remember that we need the weapon to prevent ourselves from transforming. Then again, there's that silver sword she desires, but it's his rightfully, and she has no right to take it. Not boosting this one, and apparently I didn't need to. This might make her question some of her cultural beliefs when she realizes that they don't necessarily have her best interest at heart.
You honor me with this duty, Kithrak. I shall alert my caretaker with haste.
The Kithrak nods, content with Lae'zel's answer.
You serve your queen well, child. Take your slaves and hunt those who escaped the Geich ship. They must carry the weapon.
I fly now to Vlaakith, our undying queen. She will see your faith rewarded in this plane and ours.
A current of deception carries Voss's words. Wherever he flies, it is not to Vlaakith.
To Danos! To the sky!
Wait a minute. We shall speak of this immediately.
Damn it all! You did well to intervene, vexed as I am to admit it. The distilled Kithrak would have flayed our skin and left our carcasses to burn in the sun. All for the sake of the artifact that we carry. The crash is near, this much we know. We follow the path forward and into the valley. No one, not even the ignoble Gestil Kithrak, will keep me from my purification.
Now, hold on a moment. We still suspect that purification is deadly, and why are we so overburdened? Where did this come from? Wait, are these all things she was carrying? They are. She literally chucked everything at us when she left the party.
Never a dull moment.
Blackets will be done.
Well, forward and into the valley would be across that bridge.
Quickly then.
Where is Ivana,
Worth examining.
who we rescued? Hang on. I literally... Right. Oh! Oh, I see. That's all her stuff.
Blackets will be done.
Okay. Right, we still need to work on this encumbrance issue though. Right, so...
Detour.
Looks like that dragon destroyed the road.
Yes. Is there anybody down there we could rescue? It's worth checking these things. I get a signpost declaring a detour. This way? I don't see it.
Still breathing, despite everything.
We have a stone bridge.
Road closed. Detour ahead.
So that wooden bridge is for detour. Now, I've avoided anything too dangerous there, but that's not necessarily a good thing. Perhaps we should have got into a struggle. Smoke powder bomb. That would have been useful. We could have picked that up. And headed on down there with it. If we were looking to start a fight, or if we expected one would begin. So this bridge, relatively safe to cross. Nowhere to carry on from here. Almost an entirely pointless bridge. It must be the beginning of something.
Risen Road. Closed due to inclement weather. Seek marked detour.
Yeah, we did that. It was destroyed. The non-detour seemed to be... Hello. I suspect some of us could absolutely leap across there.
Hindrance breeds madness.
Now. Yes, at least one of us could. Let's do that. No, everyone else stay there. God. Goodness, people.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Now, we're stuck with someone back there, aren't we?
Quickly then.
Where is this?
I've been watching you fight, What's that?
Oh. A compliment.
No one stopped me yet.
Too small?
I'm way too big.
Thought so. Right, well, let's go back to Gale. We can explore here later on. Because while Lae'zel wants to go directly, we're going to piss her off, because we've got a druid to rescue. And I probably shouldn't waste much more time doing it.
The traitor Kithrak takes great interest in this relic of yours, Shadowheart. Or should I say, weapon. What are you hiding?
Nothing. I assume your kin are just as misguided as you are.
And yet Shadowheart is either lying or not in full possession of the facts. Now, I think I want to go and try and rescue Halsin and take out the 3 goblin leaders and rescue Volo and rescue Liam. And that's all quite a lot for like the 10 to 25 minutes I have right now. So I'm probably going to handle that in the very next episode. I was expecting a tough fight there because that was a pretty unavoidable fight in early access. Let's go to here. Ah! But before I do depart, Gale can take a look at these spell scrolls for sale, can't he? And I also want to go and revisit the owlbear mother to find out
I got stuff if you got coin.
What happened to her. In fact, I should do that now. They found the owlbear cub on its own. Is the mother dead? Or still alive? And is it the same cub or a different cub? Why has the cub wandered off on its own? Apart from the fact that I've reached the goblin village. Well, the goblin camp, rather. But that owlbear has half a spear stuck in it, and we've got half a spear. And apparently the, what's his name? The alleged true soul who perished just over yonder on the other side of the stream. What, you know, he lost half the spear in the owlbear when he stuck it in it. Now, I've tried being friendly. And I persuaded the owlbear not to attack me. But I didn't persuade it to allow me to attempt to remove the spear. Let's go and see if we can... Maybe it will be really angry because its child is gone. Hey! Hey, I should absolutely drink a potion of animal speak. Oh, party order is reverted. Interesting. I changed it outside and it's switched back to Lae'zel at the back, awkwardly. She's now dead.
She deserved better than that.
Yeah, did they take the half a spear? It's even got the eyeball on it. Head of a broken spear. Goblin. Oh, dead goblins, I see. Yes. Oh, hello. The Oak Father's Embrace. Undead creatures that hit the wearer receive 1 to 6 radiant damage. Beasts that hit the wearer deal an additional 1 to 6 radiant damage. So vulnerable to beasts. In an interesting suit of armor. Possibly an egg. Wait a minute. Can we take this egg and...
These are supposed to be worth a fortune.
I mean, I imagine Gale would know about this. That's a lot of goblins who came in here and sold their lives dearly, taking down this beast. Why? Heavy stone. Let's see it. Short sword. And a backpack.
No traps, please.
Ooh, nice. Where is this? That is a very small stone, right?
Blackets will be done.
Let's pick it up then. There was nothing underneath it.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Right. And we're going to send this to camp because I think I want to check Astarion's armor proficiencies. It's the main menu theme tune. It's the character creation song. Ah, wonderful. Wait, what?
Owlbear eggs. Already hatched. No point in taking these.
But there was only one young. Did the others fail to survive? Will it play until I use it again to stop, or will it eventually run out? A dusty volume that speaks of the conflict between the sibling goddesses Saloon and Shah after Saloon ignited the sun and brought life-sustaining light and warmth to the universe. I've found a more in-depth version of account of that elsewhere already. Lae'zel's like, I heard this music playing for no reason after they put the tadpole in your eye. It went on for ages and never seemed to stop. Make it stop now. No, she wouldn't be so musical. Make it stop. Make it stop. Now. Now. Okay, so we can fairly safely say that owlbear cub the goblins have is the one who lived here. Right. Ooh. Now, we haven't come across very many undead yet. We have come across quite a lot of animals. So currently that suit of armour seems like more of a liability than anything else. I imagine undead will occur though, at some point. So I still want it to go effect a rescue. So I'm going to check traders before I wrap it up, but I do have to end the episode soon. Okay, man, what do you got?
I got stuff. If you got coin.
You got stuff. Nice and specific. Let's see if anything's different. So, these boots are really quite cheap, actually. And both Lae'zel and Karlach might enjoy them. Very Divinity Original Sin. We don't use a lot of ranged weapons as main weapons. We tend to use them as supplemental. That's really expensive. You know what? No enhancement bonus. Interesting. A good weapon to be using against the undead, which we haven't encountered many of yet. Hey, did I... I think those are a worthy investment. Returning. It is a two-handed weapon, so Lae'zel could just use it. It does have an enhancement bonus. Lower damage than her two-handed sword. And these are all just +1, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's massively overpriced. And you know what? One difference. Disadvantage on stealth, one less slashing damage. Slashing weapons are fairly common. Slashing and bludgeoning are generally the most common. It's medium armor again, isn't it? Actually. Ooh. I mean, that +1 initiative doesn't really matter much. That's the sort of thing you give someone with a very low initiative to give them a bit of a boost, or a very high initiative to... Why has he got Scrolls of Revivify? Absolute madness. He is a goblin. Let's sell him some stuff. not necessarily very much stuff by the look of it.
Keep
Right.
moving. I've got other customers.
Absolutely, got some spell scrolls to go and look at.
Keep that bird away from the merchandise.
Look, if the ogre let us in before, he might let us in again. Same goes for the goblins at the entrance. Is it possible we can persuade the torturer that we're here to interrogate the prisoner Liam now? And maybe even ask the torturer where the druid Halcyon is being kept, although we did, I think, hear a rumour. Speaking of rumours, hello lady.
Need something else?
Let's see what you got. Okay, Gale. Enjoy. Okay. Well, that's got an enhancing bonus, so that's good. Extra damage at half health. Nice. Extra damage against monstrosity types. Not a type I think we've seen a lot of, and I'm not sure if that includes the aberration types we'd expect from Pathfinder. Just fire on the staff. Bow of awareness, just... Oh yeah. +1 initiative rolls, same as the hide armor. I imagine these are all just +1s. No! Ruptured. Don't know what that means. No. Go away. Takes 1 to 4 piercing damage when moving. Each time you move, reduce the condition duration by 1. Becomes ruptured for, it doesn't say how long. So it might just be 1 turn. Okay, so lightning bolt we've got. Blindness I think we also have. Fire flaming sphere I don't believe we have. Fly I think we got. Color spray, bone chill. Wait a minute. Color spray, bone chill, protection from energy. Right. Fly, color spray, bone chill.
Pleasure.
Nobody's gonna push us around anymore.
My magic.
Fly. Color spray. Bone chill. All absent. Nope. Okay, these are cantrips then, okay. So, color spray, not on the level 1 spell list. Fly, should be like a level 3 or 2 spell, I think level 3. Right.
Lost in thought.
Mate, don't be lost in thought.
That the jingle of coin, I hear? You've timed it well, my friend. Already turned quite the profit today, so I'm feeling generous.
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Ah. You're no normal trader, are you? You're part of the Black Network. It's the sort of thing Gale would be smug in pointing out.
Half right, sharp eyes. As then is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you?
No problem at all. Let me see your wares. Right, so Hypnotic pattern. Having that. Lightning bolt already got. Fly. Fear. These are spells he does not know. Color spray. We got these. And those. Okay, that's a lot of money. So let's offset that ever so slightly with a few minor baubles. No, we'll hang on to these actually. They're ingredients apparently, or an action to use. Look, yeah, you can take that, and that, and that, and that as well. And some stinky rotten eggs that I'm sure you'll have a use for. Look, the goblins like stinky things. You can probably sell them to the goblins. This is much cheaper than the nearly 300 the goblin outside was selling it for. We can grab a courgette as well. Black pudding platter. Ugh. Might as well grab this too. Okay. And since we're piling on the stuff, let's just leave it at that. There we go. I'm inclined to not purchase any of these items because we might find some good stuff down here anyway. So the Tear's protection spell will practically give her a shield. You know, +2 armor class, as if using a shield with a two-handed weapon. That's good enough for now, but we can offload some of these. It's almost worth keeping a number of backup items for a fighter, because they get so many extra special attacks that reset after a short rest or a long rest, that swapping weapons mid-combat to get extra special attacks might be a really good thing.
Pleasure.
Oh, Gale. You want to spend even more of our money, don't you? Right. Absolutely got that in there. I think. What happened to the scroll of protection from energy we bought? Did someone else buy it?
Eager for battle.
I am ready. No one back home will ever believe this.
Right, let's... You know what? Sure. Nasty, nasty shot. Let's put these on. Give these to Lae'zel. Which means we can give these to Karlach. Did I not buy that scroll of protection from energy?
Excellent choice.
Did I look at it, see it,
else?
and then her inventory changed? No, it's right there. Well, I definitely want it. Again, the goblins probably like the stinky, smelly stuff. Refused. There we go. I should probably give her some things for free to improve her attitude towards us. Sure, give her some chopping boards. We got enough of that kind of thing at camp. Don't give her the bomb. Throw in a dagger. There we go. Okay, it's something. Right. Oh, right. This we'll just give for a sizable attitude adjustment. Right.
Pleasure.
We, shaft of a broken spear, have the other end of that. Combined with the one other obvious thing that should make it whole. Please don't have the eyeball stuck on the end of it afterwards. That is significant. Vision of the Absolute. Absolute Night. Blind targets that fail a dexterity saving throw. Deals an additional 2 to 12 piercing damage to certain creatures that sport multiple sets of eyes. So, spiders, beholders, what's that other one the beholders make? The one with just 4 eye stalks. It's like an observer or something. Right. Well, we don't need all these, do we? There are others best suited to their use. Right. Oh, we've got rags we could have given away as well. Okay. That's a lot of ingots. Almost as if there's going to be some kind of metal smithing system in the game at some point. Maybe later on. Right.
Need to find a way forward.
We do need to decide if we're going to try deal with Liam first, because essentially we don't want to escalate things, and we did say that we did hear one of the prisoners would be in the pit feeding the wargs somewhere, so that's probably where we need to find our way first. For now though, I am going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I will look forward to seeing you all in the very next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.